Star Wars Uprising shuts down, rest in peace Battle.net, and Riot Games makes amends. This is MMO-Play Weekly News. Star Wars Uprising, after only a single year of service, is shutting down for good on November 17th. The developer Kabam announced in-game and on forums both payment and play would be discontinued. They had this to say: "There are a number of things that go into maintaining a game beyond keeping the power running. Addressing issues, developing content, and providing support are important components as well, and we feel those resources can be better served building and supporting Kabam's existing and new titles." So in other words, a single battle doesn't win a war, but money certainly does, and Kabam simply ran out. Their player base was just not large enough to continue production, albeit I believe that the people who actually care is a fairly small minority. The mobile rebellion against the Empire is officially over. Riot Games, developer of League of Legends, has started to make amends to their players, teams, and even fans. Essentially, lots of people are pretty mad about the way Riot Games has been handling their finances, and that they either don't pay at all or otherwise underpay those who work for them. While many of these claims are usually unsubstantiated and require context, there is no question that by giving stability to, the people that work for you, then the competitive scene and by extension the game and income is more likely to live on. Their first few steps are additional sources of income for players and teams, such as collaborations and shared revenue. For example, just 25% of Grand Champion skins sold could have doubled last year's prize pool. This move by Riot could be seen as backpedaling and only doing so because of social media pressure. But really, if the end result is positive, who cares about why? The convention for the MMO FPS MechWarrior Online title, Mech-Con, is just around the corner, and the tickets are now officially on sale. For $60, join in on the vast amount of presentations, such as the future and making of MechWarrior, as well as a host of other activities like 1v1 stations, a machinima contest, a Q&A panel with the devs Piranha Games, and of course, the main event, the World Championship Finals. All that and more December 3rd in Vancouver, Canada. However, for some strange reason, those under 19 years old are not permitted. It's been a long time coming, but the decades of old nostalgic Battle.net is officially being phased out in favor of the more appropriate Blizzard branding. Blizzard explains, "When we created Battle.net, the idea of including a tailored online gaming service together with your game was more of a novel concept. So we put a lot of focus on explaining what the service was and how it worked, including giving it a distinct name." The classically inspired MMORPG Dungeons & Dragons has 2 updates in the works to be released before the end of the year. The developer, Turbine, has a history of good releases, so these next few will probably follow the trend. While there will probably not be a new feature, they have the following in the works: a questing hub to help adventurers on their way, more intuitive world character transfers, new deity feats, a free dungeon, a redesigned UI on bank storage, and finally, a monk class update. The next chapter in the fantasy action MMORPG Guild Wars 2 is now live. What will unfold when the ancient fire dragon Primordus stirs? Nothing good, surely. Along with this living world update, players can expect a new PvP conquest map called Eternal Coliseum, a new legendary mace Eureka, a new hostile burning wasteland of a zone situated in the Ring of Fire Islands Ember Bay, and a new brutally difficult jumping puzzle to go along with it called the Chalice of Tears. Neverwinter developers, Perfect World Entertainment, has teamed up with a group of talented artists to reimagine their expansions to create merchandise and raise money for Children's Miracle Hospital charity Extra Life. Many people run charity events, from the independent content creator to some of the largest companies on earth. It's a great way to earn good publicity, all while bringing awareness to a good cause. In fact, Extra Life has raised a whopping $22 million, and Neverwinter plans on adding a good chunk to that by donating all sales from the 4 following pieces: Fury of the Feywild, Shadow Mantle, Curse of the Icewind Dale, and Underdark. Also, if you're looking for more Neverwinter merch, make sure to check out their store, Redbubble, which has an assortment of items including t-shirts, mugs, accessories, and more. This has been MMO-Play Weekly News. Make sure to check out all those relevant links in the description, and thanks for watching.